What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8.
Bloodstained shirt
What the
found.
difference does that make?
I kind of wonder how you're going to talk out of this one. Your wife
has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Oh, fuck. There you go. Let me just see. Nothing really helps me. I'm gonna go with doubts.
Angel, I'm not gonna waste any more time on this.
Angel, I'm not gonna waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm gonna have you charged.
My brother.
He said some bad things about Antonio
He said some bad things about Antonio
So I had to
last
sock
night.
him one. We got into Keep
We
talking.
got into it.
She said she came
Keep
from
talking.
the
She said she
Eldorado
came
bar.
from the
And
Eldorado
It's
bar.
not one of my places.
And
It's not one of my places.
We used to buy fruit at the market down
We
the
used to
street.
buy fruit at the market down the street.
But the creep there was always running his eyes
The
all over
creep
my
there was
wife.
always running his
What's the
eyes
name
all
of
over
this
my
fruit?
wife.
what's the name of this fruit market?
Ord
Just
Street
pick fruit.
downtown.
Ord Street downtown.
Wait, we haven't actually even been there
One
yet.
last question.
We're never there.
The
Do
blood.
the words "kiss the blood" mean anything to you?
No. Sounds
No.
sick to me.
Sounds
You're not in the
sick
clear
to
by
me.
any means, Angel.
You're not in the
You're
clear
going
by
back
any
into a
means,
cell.
Angel. You're going back
Think
into a
about whether
cell.
you have anything
You
else you
should
need
think
to
about
share
whether
with
you
us.
have anything else you need to share with us.
He didn't cut himself shaving, but I don't know. You think he murdered his wife? Let's actually go. Just pick fruit. We haven't. Why is the bar thing still on there? I haven't
You know
figured
the
that out
way.
yet.
You can drive.
You can drive.
Come on, bitch, let's go.
You know the way. You can drive. Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
Finally, free TV is here with Pluto TV. Throw out the bill and start watching 75 plus TV.
This mysterious fruit person's about to take it deep. All right, let's get to the bottom of this quickly. Is this her?
Are you working Friday night?
No, it's not her.
We should go out afterwards.
What about the cashier?
I just
No? Oh wait.
LAPD. Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
You happen to see a young woman last night, 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. What happened?
Why do you ask? She was wearing,
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying
You weren't paying
attention,
attention, Feeney?
Hey,
Hey,
getting the wrong
idea.
You know, I thought he was telling the truth until he did his lie thing. I don't have anything to lie. You know, I can't say he's lying because I have nothing to prove. So, oh, he's definitely. I'm doubting the fuck out of
Exactly
this
how
guy.
much fruit?
Exactly how much
sell here
fruit
after
do
midnight?
you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much.
But not much.
I sell the odd bottle on the side.
I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after
I
hours
don't want any
crowd.
trouble. I'm just trying to make
I don't
a
want
buck.
any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady
The young
arrived
lady
around midnight?
arrived around
Something like
midnight?
that.
Yeah, something like that.
Use a phone for a cab and then
Use the
left.
phone for a
Bullshit.
cab and then left.
He's a bullshitter. I got nothing on him, but he's a bullshitter.
You already knew.
You already
Mrs.
knew
Maldonado,
Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before.
Sure, I met her before.
She seemed like
She
a nice
seemed
lady.
like a nice lady.
Her husband went apeshit.
Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her.
She had me back.
She had me
last
back
night.
until last night.
Okay.
Where did she go
Can
from
we get
here?
3 for 3?
She wanted a cab,
Where did
but
she
I
go
couldn't
from
get her
here?
one.
She wanted a cab,
I
but
was
I
about to
couldn't
offer
get
a
her one.
driver, but a car pulled up,
I
and
was
she
about to
got into
offer a
that.
driver, but a car pulled up, and she got into that.
Look at the face. He's either the best liar in the world or he's telling the truth. And I think it's the latter. Here we go.
Can you describe the car?
Can you describe the car?
Coupe, I
Brown
think.
Ford Coupe, I think.
She seemed to know the guy.
She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Do you mind if we look
Why would you
around?
want to do that?
Why would you want to do that?
We say so.
I guess you can.
I guess you can.
Don't you have to get a court order?
Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have
Well-
rights.
Clem?
Get shushed, bitch. Those are some green doors. Can you go through there? Probably not. I don't know, this guy's golden handle. Oh, we kicked that shit in.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins.
No wonder he
Stays open through this stuff.
We'll have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you there? You sleeping?
No, watching the video.
You can watch my live stream if you want. What happened?
This fat guy. Why are you running?
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
She's fucked. Oh shit! Oh my god. I'm not so afraid of the taco.
Cut someone who was already dead.
It's a typical power. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. But this brute skull probably takes about 10 seconds to explode. Pull the fucking arm off. God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'm trying to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Dior, is that you?
Strange that he could even trail blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught.
Dior, is that you?
What?
No?
What?
The fruit guy's getting away, Phelps.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too
Is
perfect.
that you? Dior, is that you? Hello?
Hit it. Clean this asshole
Is that you on my stream?
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust this tire.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Where's my stream? Say what's up.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman
It's actually you?
now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit.
Hello?
myself,
Dior.
reminding him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
If you're a fan of designer sunglasses, you're about to soar.
Why the guy giving it a dog? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail? Skip with the shadow leading the show. What the fuck is a shadow? Lieutenant Phelps. Shadow of death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucking Sarge. Never hear the best come. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette. Suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that jab-loving son of a bitch? Bad Jude.
That's enough out of you three. Bad Jude. Dude, where were you dragged up?
Grand morning in this city. We have just cause for celebration. Wayne Phelps is presenting another film expensive. A nice showy trial, and he'll be struck down with gas, seeping into his tiny breath. Now,
What is that?
fresh business.
What?
Gallivands, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown, Fremont Avenue.
You take a muffled?
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
I want to say thank you guys for your patience. We were back before.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, California's well as that, so. As long as the weather always be killed.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
Let's go ahead and go this crime scene. I'll let him drive. Well, actually, he already...
Over here, Rusty.
So,
Keep your shirt on. Coming.
you're behind the wheel. Well, I just don't like this partner. I think I just don't like it. That's it. They keep locking them up, the bodies keep piling. Yeah, California's low at that, so. As long as the bricks hold up to San Quentin, I'll always be killed with these guys.
Detectives,
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks.
Will do, detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one. At least she was left clothed. I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
Green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
At least she was left clothed. I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity. Silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
So, I think it was a few cases back, someone told me that I got the wrong guy. But I'm not going to make everything perfect. This hasn't been a perfect series so far. Let me go and check this. Just some money. Just hang it out. Steadily, Captain Benjamin. Now, let me examine the body. He does have a point. At least she's actually wearing clothes. Let's check her head first. Looks like another rope. Nothing. Nothing there. Let's go to the left. So this it's almost like the last few, just it doesn't have the same MO, I guess. Her rings shouldn't have like skin missing or anything. Even though I'm playing some new stuff, I rest assured that, or not I rest assured, but rest assured that everything is good. I'm going to be playing this. Oh shit, here we go.
It appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363. There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Games I didn't finish this year, but this is one of the ones I am going to finish. I've already like made up my mind that I'm eager to see what
No
happens.
drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
I don't need that shit. What exactly are we examining? Oh, the footprints. Okay.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
What am I doing? Tire tracks. Either they came to a sudden
Don't think
stop,
this is anything.
or they peeled out. Alright, let's make a phone call to John this second. See what happens. What?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Just everyone's guilty until proven innocent. Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Anything I can do to help. Something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Yeah. We're going to have to make another phone call. I thought
Phelps,
it was a big one,
1247.
but evidently not. We're going to do a second one.
How can I help, Detective?
Here we go.
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment.
Cold Coast, back 1247.
Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. Superior Laundry Services. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
Just a moment.
That word is just, they made that movie Hobo with a Shotgun, and I've never looked at that word the same way. I was trying not to steal anybody's vehicles. I guess I'll drive for a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna go to Superior Laundry Services first. Let's go ahead and head that way. I'm just gonna go down the list. I think I skipped like the Morgan case. People flip their shit. We're gonna drive first. Let's go ahead and head that way. Alright, so we're gonna go to Superior Laundry Services first. Let's go ahead and head that way. I'm just gonna go down the list. I think I skipped like the Morgan case. People flip their shit.
Next time you get like a credit card. Hello?
No message. Excuse me? There was no message.
Next time you get a credit card, right?
The last bodies had something written on it.
You should get this game.
I'm failing to follow you. Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start
Are you tired?
this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors
should
to
be
consider
cheap.
than the messages, Rusty.
It's an old game. It should be cheap. It's an old game.
Understand?
Are you tired? You gotta stay up, bro. This is the last time you can ever. If you went to Ohio, would you fuck up Alicia?
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white boxes.
Alright then. What are we supposed to do? Talk to the guy?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Huh?
You wrote the
Huh?
down on that dress, isn't there?
What are we supposed to do? Oh yeah, find the woman that was murdered.
I don't know.
Let's see. Did I just look past it? Wait, hang on. Oh, hang on. There we go.
This is T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
They don't need to do anything else here? Seems like a pretty basic case. No need to make a phone call or anything. Okay, well then. Location. Time to roll out in this bitch. Hobo camp. I'm gonna let him drive.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Can you drive to this one?
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
Ah, the bum isn't here. We should follow the lead. These guys can wait.
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
Time to go visit some hobos. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Take off running for no reason. Just to add suspense to this. If someone's cutting through the video, they see me running. Who the fuck's he chasing? Nobody. I'm not chasing anyone. No, nothing.
One nice thing about Ika,
So what is the point of
don't
coming
talk
here?
about other people.
We're looking for apparently someone who looks scary. Old, angry, and scary. Are you him? No, you're not old. That's the description that woman gave me. Motherfucker, come on.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
It's not even asking me for any clues or anything. Let me ask this guy right here. Alright, we got some more on the left and right throughout this area. No? Oh, I just straight up.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio?
Oh, wait,
What
it's right
another
here.
conversation?
You can't do this. This is like King Hobo. Oh, what is this?
Phelps, leave him be.
What do you mean it's not going to help us? Why did you look at it? It's an old veteran. I mean, that kind of seems the right way to go, you know? This isn't him either, obviously. Leave him be.
What?
I'm playing some music. Excuse me, sir. Nobody's trying to talk to me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. Looking down both sides. What is this thing? No. Alright then, we'll back through the camp one more time. I don't see anybody else. Nowhere else to go. Hang on, what's back here? Anything? No, it's just some barbed wire fence. Okay, well, I'm gonna look around a little bit more. I don't see anybody.
What's funny?
I should really be talking to. Actually, I haven't checked over here yet.
What's funny? What's funny?
Optimistic, Cole.
Tell me.
Worst case scenario, if I can't find something, I'll just
Yes, you did.
actually get to a spot where something actually happens. Just to save you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand how much editing I do on these loading screens. Oh, vicious. Vicious ass loading screens. They get the best of you every time. Alright, so I'm not really sure. I looked everywhere and I couldn't find anything else other than that picture. So maybe I gotta come back to this place later. I don't know. Maybe it's time to get the food stand business. So maybe I gotta come back to this place later. I don't know what to do on these loading screens. Worst case scenario, if I can't find something, I'll just cut to when I actually get to a spot where something actually happens. Just to save you guys. You don't understand how much editing I do on these loading screens. Oh, vicious. Vicious ass
Calling you
loading
stupid
screens. They get the best
would
of
be
you
an
every time.
insult to stupid people.
Alright, so I'm not really sure. I looked through all these loading screens. Oh, vicious. Vicious ass loading screens. They get the best of you every time. Alright, so I'm not really sure. I looked everywhere and I couldn't find anything else other than that picture. So maybe I gotta come back.
You're behind the wheel.
Maybe it's time to get the food stand business.
I've got a feeling.
Alright, so we're at the 43rd Emerald Street. I think that's what it's called. Kids are home. Time to fuck shit up. Kick it at LAPD and fucking Hello? Yes. Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife...
Hello? Yes? Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
it's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Dad.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing
You check if she was regular.
Oh, shit.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
That is a good question.
I doubt it.
Yeah, we gotta go by that bar now.
So she went out without her handbag?
Okay. Oh, what was that? Hang on.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Open it. What? You better get in that bitch.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Listen to that music. That's like the chime that I haven't found everything. I wonder if actual detectives have that some kind of music in the background. That would be some funny shit.
We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
I don't know about all that.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Just some bullshit.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Why would I be able to look at that? And I don't understand how to, like, what happened to Mommy? How come she's not home right now? Well, you know what?
Doesn't tell me.
Someone's been playing chess. Oh, I love some chess. Mommy's been murdered. There's actually some serious business. Whoa, hang on. What was that next?
Nothing significant.
Can I look at that one more time? Yeah, let me go and grab that handbag one more time. Yeah, pull that shit out. There we go.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
What is this business?
Phelps, batch 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
Is size 8 just like average for the 1940s? I feel like an absolute maniac. Oh shit. Oh, time to make a phone call. Collect calls. I'm wearing 13 extra wide. I can't do narrow shoes either. They hurt my feet. Alright, what we got here? Oh, good. Good, I get some fingerprints off of it. The murderer is here somewhere. I can feel it in my bones. I'm a silly bitch right now. I apologize.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Operator, give me our die. so. No? Son of a bitch, man. Let me check. Okay, there was a little door back here. Let me check that. Because if he came in through the back, let's look around. He's like, you don't think that? Yeah, I do think that you probably killed her. What was that? What was that?
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
What the hell is this? It could be everything now. Music is still playing, so we are searching. Look at this doghouse, nothing. There's the boats. What is this? Okay, I just had a vibration happen. Oh no. Is the road? There's that chime. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Open and shut case, Johnson. Nah, I'm gonna stop the video after I interview this guy.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
The video was too long. It
Teresa.
stresses me out. Just because my internet some days is just rough.
Hey guys, so before we skip this ad, if you're interested in getting free skins on Fortnite and the ability to get the battle pack, for the record, Mr. Charles, what is your wife's name? Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. Can't be anyone who knew her.
Now let me look at my notebook really quick. Well, I mean, the handbag, like nothing on here. I can't use any of this stuff. The only thing I probably could use is the bow rope. Should I say these lines? I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to go with doubt, but I wonder if I could use the rope that you, I don't know. But you know what? Intuition. Fucking addict, wanna do this. What's in there? Alright, community. What you got for me? Truth?
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
Are you kidding me? Possible suspects? Truth? What kind of bullshit is this? This has gotta be the worst answer. Who said truth? Really? I'm gonna go on a limb and say lie. I have no idea what the fuck it is. Get the picture down. Just a thing for you, mister. Who in the community was smoking crack that day and decided, you know what? This guy's not lying. Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bone line.
Can I comfort my daughters now?
Look, I know this looks bad. I'll have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go. Oh, I got it right, community. In your face, bitches.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Look at his mouth. He's bullshit. I don't have any of the evidence, so I'm gonna take you out.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
I'm sure everybody in the community thought he was some truth there. Victim's state of mind. Let's do this.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
His face. I don't know, he's bullshit. He's a bullshitter.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. Played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
He's bullshit. He's lying. Like, I mean, I don't know if I have any evidence. Let me see what I got. Well, wait, one more. If he drove home, why would he have muddy boots and a wet jacket? I can see maybe a wet jacket, but muddy boots? I don't think so. I think some bullshit's going on here, guys. I'm about to say lying.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Your fucking muddy boots, bitch. Actually, hang on. He could have, well, the wet jacket. Why would his jacket still be wet like the next day? The muddy boots. Maybe walking to his doorstep. I don't know. Either of these could be the right thing. I'm gonna say wet jacket just because the muddy boots. I mean, he could get that walking to the car. The wet jacket. He'd really have to be out there for a while.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your web spot.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, they give in to broads, they give in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Barron's bar. We should check the place
Appreciate
out.
your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Alright, well, if you want more today, just smash that like button. I'll be doing some other videos, but for now, we're about to go to Barron's Bar. When we come back next time, it takes about 4 or 5 hours.
You know the way. You can drive.
Hey, you there? Yeah. Bruh.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Tarleton?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about it.
Do you recommend the special?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
Oh, you know what? I thought he was telling the truth until he looked away. Look at his face. He's so full of shit. He's a monument of it.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Oh, shit. We're about to get another investigation going.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
You know, like, it's so backwards. His initial response, I think he's bullshitting, and then his face is like truth, you know? But then other time, he's speaking the truth, but then it's like he was bullshitting afterwards. It looks like he's telling the truth.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
Yeah, she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Bluff. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after him. There he is. Come on, got a ride. Get in and drive.
There's no way I can't run that fast. I mean, maybe I can catch him. I had no idea I was supposed to be on, you know, getting in my vehicle and all that shit. Ooh, I just ran down the hill like a beast. Supposed to wreck or something? What the hell, this shit I gotta redo it. That's so much bullshit, dude. I can't believe that. It's like slowly fading. I can barely see him on the map anymore.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. You can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Bates! We just want to talk!
Come on, you got a ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Let's end this farce.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Hands behind your head! Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man. Wanted to go dancing. I thought I'd fly her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like you're salty. Had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look. I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flaps a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Rid here knows the drill.
So we're not home free yet. Let me go make this phone call. God love this game. Why did I play this when it came out?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thanks, ma'am.
Back to the hobo camp. Only man stuck here. Thanks, man. I need an APB. Sometimes.
Solving all the cases.
You can drive.
Alright, so this case is just... I'm safe. Keep me current. Well, here I think, and then... We're in the Marine. Let's do... Alright, from heavy... You're behind the wheel. Oh, you know. Well, here I think. Interview room number 2. Let's do this.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Yeah, we have one guy there, and then... I don't know.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Who keeps bloody ropes? We found a matching piece of rope in your lead. I think we'll find a
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assault.
Thanks.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Door knocking all morning, but I gotta make in the.
Alright, so this case is just going on. They can have flowers. Goes back to the hobo camp. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm actually gonna drive it just because I want to.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Three suspects in the can and one on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, Roger.
Just trying to get back to the hobo camp, people.
LAPD. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. The easiest is copacetic. We need to hold out for the cavalry. How do we do that? Like Buckshot, keep them down, Phelps.
These men know they're harboring a murderer.
We need to fight for it!
Let's get that disfigured son of a bitch and the rest of his acolytes, Phelps.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
We only found a picture last time. Anyways, welcome back to more LA Noir. This might be a new part. I don't know. There's some rope. And some blood. Who just hangs on to this stuff?
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Cops say goons. What's a goon? I have no idea. Alright, let's look at this backstory. Let's do it. Still working? Yeah. I'm on to the left.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
to be the guy from Heavy Rain. Texas guy. I don't want to spoil nothing, but well, you know who he is. So we got two people here, I think.
I'm at a loss.
Teresa's trail leads right to this cabbie's back seat, Phelps. We need to find her.
Galloway, I need you.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Too slow, Rusty. Double time, Rusty.